Hi Scorpio, this is your November 10th through the 16th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the 5th spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Scorpio. We have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the King of Cups, clarified by the Ace of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Six of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. And we also have the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We also have a whole bunch of Earth. Lots of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So let's talk about assumptions real quick. I assume you're the Queen of Cups dealing with this King of Cups, but you can assign her also as you wish, but just to make it easier for me to interpret, this is what we're going to assume. All right, the King and the Queen of Cups. If I were to do a reading for not a water sign, and if the King and the Queen of Cups were to show up in the same reading, I would have said this is a very loving couple. It's like the ultimate love couple. It could still be applicable in your case, in your situation, but I just felt like mentioning it, right? The King and the Queen of Cups. You're probably dealing with a fellow water sign, most likely. Or this person may have some major water placements in their chart. And let me jump the gun real quick in the potential outcome. When I saw those 3 cards come out, the very, very first thing I thought of, you guys are going to buy a house together. Or an apartment, you know. But it's like the first thing I thought of, it's like, yes, those 2 are buying a house together. Okay? Just so you know. All right, but back to the beginning. All right, the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Queen of Cups. The Ace of Swords is a yes. It's one of the 2 aces, by the way, right? The Ace of Swords is a yes. It's a card of clarity. Maybe with the Ace of Swords, you'll want to have a conversation with this person. Just make sure everybody is on the same page. I often refer to the Ace of Swords as the no BS ace, right? No BS. So let's talk about it and make sure we know what's going on. So once the 2 of you get that out of the way, it's going to be smooth sailing moving forward, right? So it's a yes, it's a clarity card, it's a card of a new beginning. The 3 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, maybe it's your birthdays, right? Happy birthday, by the way, if you're celebrating this week, or one of your birthdays, because the 3 of Cups is a card of a party, event, gathering. It definitely qualifies as a birthday card, right? Or it could be absolutely any type of an event, a reunion of some sort, anything, as long as there are people celebrating something. All right, so maybe this is how the 2 of you meet, or if you've been talking to this person, perhaps this week there's going to be some kind of a party, and then maybe you'll have that conversation at some point during that party or during that event or on that same day, right? The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles right next to the Ace of Swords. This is when things are starting to get very, very serious, right? And I think that Knight of Pentacles is like the beginning of what happens in a potential outcome, because it's all Pentacles in the potential outcome, right? I already briefly mentioned it. The Knight of Pentacles is the most serious, grounded, long-term oriented, the most financially abundant knight out of all 4 knights, all right? And then we have the King of Cups, clarified by the Ace of Cups. So the King of Cups is definitely on board, right? The Ace of Cups is the second ace in this reading, and this one is all about love. True, genuine, authentic love. All right? And yeah, in the potential outcome, 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, all Pentacles. More Pentacle energy, more seriousness. The 6 of Pentacles is a card of generosity, right? The 6 of Pentacles is a card of balance. It's also a card of giving money or maybe paying for something, paying for the house, right? Putting a down payment, right? Because the 10 of Pentacles could be interpreted as a card of property, like real estate property, right? Buying a house, buying an apartment, what have you. All right, and the 10 of Pentacles is also a card of financial abundance, and it's a card of a family, rock solid family. The 4 of Pentacles right next to the deck, you know, accepting money. Because if you take a closer look at the 6 of Pentacles, the person standing up is giving money to one of the people, and the person in the 4 of Pentacles is receiving, accepting money. But I don't think that's how it's going to literally play out. Maybe again with the 6 of Pentacles, you're putting a down payment on a house, and living together in it, buying a house and living together. But the Four of Pentacles is also kind of like holding on to something. So perhaps it's going to become a rock solid commitment, a rock solid marriage where the two of you hold on to each other. Not in a creepy way, but it's like rock solid. Because both of you understand that the two of you can definitely have a future together. An amazing future together, as a matter of fact. So yeah, interesting reading, Scorpio. Interesting reading. I like it. I like all those pentacles. Alright, really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Scorpio, this spread is for you. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Swords, clarified by the Chariot. We have the Six of Swords and the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We also have Cancer on the table. So it all depends who this King of Swords is to you, Scorpio. If your significant other happens to be an air sign, it's them. But, you know, the King of Swords, it could be like a lawyer, it could be a doctor or professor, you know, someone like that. A salesperson maybe, somebody who works for the government. But we have two cards on the table that could be interpreted as cards of literally going somewhere, right? The Chariot and the Six of Swords. The Chariot, as a matter of fact, is one of the fastest cards in the deck. But it's also kind of like victory, success, moving forward, moving on. Okay? So for some of you, if it is your birthday, maybe your person wants to buy you a car for your birthday. Or maybe pay for like a vacation or a trip, right? To go somewhere. Okay? For some of you, the financial situation could be improving for you, for your person, for both of you. Maybe one of you is getting a job offer or a business offer with that Ace of Pentacles. Okay? This reading it's a very positive, really good reading, Scorpio, alright? Because the Ace of Pentacles doesn't just show up for no reason. It's a card of an offer. For some of you, it could be a marriage proposal. A marriage proposal. Or maybe you're buying something and moving in, right? Maybe you're putting a down payment on something and moving in. You're renting something together, alright? Yeah, the Six of Swords right next to the deck, it's not only a card of literally going somewhere, it's also a card of an improvement. With the Six of Swords, things usually get better. Okay, alright, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Scorpio, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Ten of Swords, clarified by the Devil. The Three of Swords, the Four of Cups, clarified by the Page of Wands. And we also have the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with Capricorn or any zodiac sign. This reading is a hard no. Hard no. Heck no. No way. Absolutely not. Zero chances. I think I'm out of the things to say, but you get the idea. It's an absolute no. I don't know what this person did to you, but these are some horrible situation cards, right? The Ten of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Four of Cups. This is a big fat no. Okay, whatever your person's zodiac sign is, they could be coming back. Maybe it is your birthday, and maybe they're using it as a reason, as an excuse, right? They may wish you a happy birthday and be like, "Oh, hey, what you been up to?" And you know what I'm talking about, right? This person must have really, they did a number on you or something. It was just the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords. This is pretty bad. Okay, pretty bad. You may not even respond to this person. Okay, and I suggest that you don't even entertain this. All right, so that's pretty much it. Whatever this person's zodiac sign is, it's a hard no. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances this week, Scorpio. We have the Three of Cups, clarified by the Nine of Cups, the World, the Six of Cups, clarified by the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It's a very nostalgic reading, Scorpio. You know what it feels like? For some of you, maybe you recently retired, or maybe you recently quit one job and then started a new job, right? Or maybe you closed the deal, or maybe your consulting gig was over, or something came to an end. But it was a happy ending, and there was even a celebration associated with that ending. All right, and now you're going to be hearing back from those people or that person. Okay, and maybe they just miss you. They want to see you, right? Or maybe they want you to go back and work for them again, or something like that. But you'll be hearing from somebody from your past. Okay, let me interpret this real quick. So the Three of Cups clarified by the Nine of Cups. It's some kind of a celebration in the past, or maybe this week. Right? Some kind of a celebration. And it has something to do with the World card. The World is a card of an ending, but I always interpret it as a happy end card. A retirement is a happy end for a lot of people, if I am correct. The World could be you simply, quitting one job. Maybe that Three of Cups was your goodbye party, and maybe you're already happily employed with a new company. Or maybe you moved on and you have another consulting gig someplace else. Right, so here comes the Six of Cups, clarified by the Ace of Swords. So you'll be hearing from that person or that company or those people, right? And the reason is the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, they miss you, or maybe after you left, after you quit, things started to fall apart, right? And they need you to consult them, or they need you back, or something along those lines, or they just simply miss you. All right, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Scorpio. We have the Queen of Wands, clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Hangman, the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have Pisces on the table. So what you're not expecting is this Queen of Wands unable to make a decision, or unable to make a decision right away. Or they're taking their sweet time. Okay? That's what you're not expecting. In a nutshell, that's pretty much it. All right, because the Queen of Wands, I don't think that's you. It's probably a fire sign you're dealing with, or will be dealing with, who is probably Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And the rest of the spread is them taking their time, having to make a decision, but unable to make it right away or ever. Okay, because the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands both are cards of having to make a decision, having to make a choice, and the Two of Pentacles came at the end, right? The Hangman in this case is a card of a stagnation. So again, they're taking their time. At the same time, it's a card of a sacrifice. Okay, a sacrifice. So maybe this person is unable to make a choice because the offer that they're being offered requires for them to sacrifice something, and they're like, I'm not so sure if I want to do this. And the nature of this connection between you and this Queen of Wands could be absolutely anything, friendship, work, love, anything. All right, but again, what you're not expecting is this person taking their time. All right, Scorpio, so that's what I have for you for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Scorpio, have an amazing week.